Hey, Allie.
Hi, Meg.
Where's your blanket?
I don't need it tonight. I got sweatpants on, so I'm kind of hot.
I got sweatpants on too. Doesn't mean you can't be cozy. Do you want to play Rollies though, so we can get on and start watching episode 2?
I sure do. Let's do it.
I'm ready to see Percy get the shit kicked out of him.
I know. It was a rough episode for Percy.
Poor Percy.
I'm going to be rolling Percy. These are the new Percy dice that just came out at the time of recording, like last month, but they're really pretty.
I love those.
Can't fucking spin them, but like the 1 is mostly silver, but the 20 is like all in the navy blue. They're pretty cool.
I like it. I really want those dice. Those are on my list.
They're really pretty. They're like $25, so they're reasonably priced.
Man, dice are just so cool.
I do really like these.
I'm just going to be rolling Pike again because I realized I left my other dice back there and I don't want to get up. Pike is back. There we go. Okay, ready? 3, 2, 1, roll. Not as good as last time, but
I rolled even worse than I did last time.
okay, so you're going to be doing the intro because I rolled a 12.
I rolled a 6.
Oh, at least it's by only 1. It's not as bad. Percy rolls like shit. We found that out.
Tracks. Hi, everyone. Welcome back to Rated MA. As always, I'm Allie, and this is Meg, and today we are watching The Legend of Vox Machina, Season 3, Episode 2, Prisoners of Ank'Harel. If you are new to our channel, Meg and I do tend to take notes, so if you see us looking down or away from our screen, we are just writing things down for our notes portion here at the end of our video. We have seen this show before. However, Season 3, this is a second time watch for us, but I haven't seen Season 3 since like last year, since it came out. So whenever it came out, that was the last time I watched this season. Meg and I remember bits and pieces of the show, not all of it, but we are very familiar with the story and with these characters. Meg has seen the Vox Machina campaign. I have not, but I've seen the other 2. We're big Critical Role fans, and we're very excited to get into this because I'm excited for when they go to the Hells because there's some great Pike stuff in that those couple episodes. So
it's going to be awesome.
Yes, very excited.
I'm excited for this season.
Yes. So without any further ado, Meg, you ready to hop in?
Yes.
Woo!
Woo-hoo.
Let's do it.
His soul is ripe for the taking. Or we use him.
Oh.
Thousands more to feed
That's
on. I have the vestiges.
totally not
There.
terrifying.
I forgot that she captured him and we just watched it.
At last.
I love Orthax. I love the design of Orthax.
He's so cool, but also, oh my god.
Orthax. It has a name.
You never bothered to ask.
Ooh.
Ugh, she freaks me out.
Whisper. But that whisper found me. Bearing gifts. Beautiful, isn't it?
Oh.
We never would have been able to upgrade it.
Don't you dare pin your lunacy on me.
Come now, Percy. Take the compliment.
And what?
Oh, that's so
exactly
cool.
do you
That's
plan
such
on
a cool
doing?
shot.
Mm-hmm.
What you should have done long ago. Share your gifts with the wide, wide world.
Ooh.
They have a different intro for this season, that's right.
I'm so excited for this season.
I know. I'm excited for season 4. Oh, that's
Yeah.
right. The whispered one. I forgot about that.
I get so many chills with the show. And I'm in a big fluffy blanket.
This whole trip is a disaster. I knew we shouldn't have listened to Raishan.
We had to try for the vestige.
Keela.
A vestige. If Percy is near the plate, maybe Mythcarver can see him?
Good idea.
Maybe they left something behind.
Back to the archives.
They're already searching for
That's
us.
right. They speak their own language.
For you.
Because Marquesian is its own language in Exandria.
I did not come back to Ank'Harel to get arrested. Fine. Before I change my mind.
Hot.
It's so cool.
Shamibaha. Kua. Makua. Jamvusmo Yulun.
Little persuasion roll.
What do you need me for?
The vestiges.
A power supply.
Oh.
Used it in the clasp.
Oh, I'm Vax. I was in a thieves guild. I'm so cool.
7 days a week.
Ugh.
Gua! Makua!
Mm.
Uh-oh.
Hope you've got some tour guide left in you. Where might a girl go for rare elemental acid?
I know the place. Unfortunately. Come on.
Ah, stealth check failed.
Aw. Look at him being a supportive, loving father.
That's my daughter up there. I know. Look too young to be a dad, but yeah. Hey, you gonna finish that?
Oh.
Thank you! While I rest a second, the doctor's gonna take a solo.
All right then. This next
I think it's the Ruby the Sea song, right?
it is about a girl I met across the sea in Nicodronis.
Review the sea.
Yes!
Surprise! When I looked into the
Water over
eyes
here?
of a girl so beautiful,
I got this one.
so delightful.
Motherfucker.
That plate can absorb fire.
And the cloak?
Cabal's ruin. It can.
Cabal's ruin, that's right.
Once the weak rise up, what's to stop the oppressed from becoming oppressors?
That's why I need you, Percy. You understand humanity far more than I. My factory is an.
Yeah, she's like a sociopath.
Yeah, big time.
I'll need my hands.
Shoebod's sensational sundries?
Instead of Gilmore's Glorious Goods.
Ripped off my font.
Sorry about earlier. I just...
Didn't believe me? No one does.
Oof.
It's fine.
Well, I've got good news and bad news.
Oh, that's right!
God, he was dead.
Percy could be dead by now, and we have no idea where he is.
We'll think of something, sister.
How? If we lose him,
That's Fern! It's Fern's grandmother's house!
Oh.
Sorry!
What?
And this little kid is voiced by Ronan. This is Travis and Laura's son.
It's a pretty fun game. But, have you ever seen weapons like that? You know, in real life?
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Oh.
Yeah, that's Ronan.
What I really love
Great work,
too
boys.
about this is that when they're young, like their voices are gonna be like immortalized, so like they can look back on this and listen to this whenever they're older and just hear their kids' laughs again.
I know.
Scene of Mrs. Ashado's murder. Surrender or be taken by force.
We're easy, fellas. I know it seems bad, but we're not here to cause trouble.
We're not. That don't sound like us.
Frog.
That's so cool.
on the way.
Have to shake them too. Got my copy.
Might have to rethink the whole shaking thing.
That's clever.
Nothing's changed.
You're not making this easy on me, are you?
Did you make it easy on me and Mom?
Ooh.
Extremely fair. But look, I traveled thousands of miles for this conversation.
Did you?
Of course.
Please. You're my only family.
Fine. I'll put my flute away. And when I come back, say your piece.
Doesn't he like leave?
He has to because he hears that they've been arrested.
Someone got killed.
Hands out there looking for some foreigners. What did it?
Oh,
That's Matt.
inevitable. His soul will be what calls to him. Its heat fueling a
I feel like, can you shut up?
It is very disconcerting.
Yes, exactly.
because my excitement.
That's the missing piece of the puzzle, isn't it? What does your smoke demon get from all this?
You can ask them yourself when you're finished.
Orthax non-binary monarch king.
With magic and engineering, you can fashion an incredible power source. or incinerate a maniac.
Hell yeah, Percy.
The plate!
Damn it! She's got 2 vestiges!
Oh, shit.
I've got her!
Whoa.
I thought I lost you.
I'm here, Vexelia. I'm fine.
He's one of the very few characters that calls her by her full name.
There!
Ashley!
No! Where'd she go?
Kiki, can you...
Nice.
Percy, find me when you're ready to accept.
Pike, a little help!
Hold her still. Stay with me, Vex.
Ew.
You saved me. Twice.
What would you do without me?
Oh.
Listen, I think one more drink would really help me open up.
Oh, isn't that one of the things that Percy...
They almost turned Percy into, yeah.
If I hadn't gotten myself captured, we wouldn't be here.
Well, to be fair, we did break a decent amount of laws finding you.
Their reverence,
Uh-oh.
the Emperor's Jamon.
Jamon Sword is a dragon.
She was my dear friend.
It was Ripley!
I beg your pardon.
This psychotic scientist, she killed your friend. And she might be working with the Green Dragon, who's actually the one who sent us here, even though I...
Oh my god, Kiki, now is not the time!
Were you not here to steal them?
Technically, yes, but we, failed.
And you, carrying a custom black powder weapon. The exact kind used.
Uh-oh.
That alone is enough evidence to convict. However, if you confess, I may show lenience. No. Then I have no choice but to sentence all
Man, Jamon Sword is tall.
of Vox Machina to death.
Stop! It was me.
Percy.
I take full responsibility for the murder of Mistress Asharu.
Percy, what are you doing?
It's true. We came to rob you. But my friends took no part in the murder.
Well, I mean, to him, he kind of is responsible because he created the pepper box.
He takes responsibility because he's responsible for Anna.
And you just gotta tell me who. Because like it or not, I'm your dad.
Oh, Scanlon.
I'm your father. I'm your...
How could I be so stupid?
Oh, poor Kaylee. I do feel bad for her.
But I should have known a mess like you can't change. Go back to your pathetic little adventures and leave me alone.
Oh.
No, can't.
Oh.
Please don't go.
Oh.
Scanlan? Scanlan!
Oh, no.
No, don't! He's harmless! And drunk?
Oh, I was trying to talk to Kaylee, but you guys were in trouble and I couldn't be as close as
I love when Sam does like the cry voice. It's so funny. I love when you guys do.
You took a life. And while we will not take yours, we will transform it into something more honorable.
You know, maybe Percy would have been happier as a whatever the fuck those things are.
Ripley wouldn't go after him anymore.
He doesn't have to think or feel.
Oh.
That was cool.
Objection!
It's a callback. Sam voices Ace Attorney, and that's what he says in Ace Attorney is objection.
What is the meaning of this?
Your evidence? I have new eminence to present.
The fucking stains on his pants and his shirt are diabolical.
Can't have you watching.
Vox Machina is cleared of all charges.
Yay!
We thought we lost you there.
Aw.
You didn't need to take the blame.
But I am to blame for what I made, for letting it loose in the world, for not telling you Ripley was tracking us in Vasselheim.
Oh, that's right, because he knew, because he saw her, or he heard about her in the black powder shop.
That's right.
And above all else, I just didn't want you to see me that way.
Drowning in guilt won't bring you what you want.
And what is it I want?
Jeez, I wonder.
So I've been thinking long and hard about our options.
What'd you come up with?
Well, nothing. I just wanted you to know I've been thinking.
Get it, buddy.
Aww.
That's real cute.
She talks to him how I talk to my dog.
What? Then where's the real one? And can we, like, just borrow it?
That may prove difficult. I hid it in a place beyond even Thordak's reach. Are
Hell.
you familiar with the Hells of Despath?
Hells of Despath.
Hells?
Like blood and demons and all that cool shit? Oh, I mean, all that bad shit. Hmm?
The plate is with a demon called Xerxes Ilares.
So if we want the plate, we have to go to...
Hell.
Hell.
Meg, that was The Legend of Vox Machina Season 3, Episode 2. I really almost just said 203. What did you think?
I thought it was good. I like this episode a bit more than the first episode of this season. Again, not my favorite, but I enjoyed it. So there's something. What about you?
I like this episode. It's not my favorite, but I do enjoy it. I like Anna Ripley as a villain.
Yeah.
She's so awful and horrible, but those are the best types of villains. And I love Orthax. I love Orthax.
If you hate a villain, the writers are doing their job.
Yes, you were supposed to hate a villain.
Yes. So that just makes a good villain. Because if you really like, of course you can like, oh, I love that villain. Like they're so bad. But if you're like, oh, they're really not that scary or bad or anything, not so great.
The best villains are the ones, it personally, for me, my favorite villains are the ones that I understand.
Yeah.
And the ones that you empathize with, because that's what makes them scary, is like, oh, I see how they got where they were and I understand why they're doing what they're doing. Ripley is one of those people because I remember her backstory. I didn't remember it until we started watching the first episode of the season. But now that I'm sitting here thinking about it and listening to her talk about like wanting equality and wanting to put guns in the hands of everyone, I was like, oh, I remember what happened to her. And it makes sense. I get it. Anna Ripley and Caleb Widogast have one thing in common, and it's that fucking Trent Ickathon ruined their lives.
But no, I agree with you that those are the best villains, the ones that you can empathize with. Because if they're just pure evil, it's like, oh, dude, you suck.
I think pure evil villains can be done really well. And I think if you, like, someone who is purely evil for the sake of being evil, I think a lot of the times is very interesting. But you and I grew up in an era where we saw the rise of morally gray characters and we saw the rise of like corrupted villains, of people who were good at one point became bad. Like that became like a rising trend when we were growing up. So like we're very used to that type of dynamic. So I almost prefer sometimes of like a bad guy who's just bad because they're bad.
By you suck, I meant just like not the character sucking, but just the villain being like, oh, dude, you suck. Like, you're just being an asshole. Like, that kind of thing. Not that the writing of the character sucks.
I don't know. I feel like I'm really low.
I feel like I'm that too, but I'm slouching. Fix it in post, right?
Fix it in post.
Worst thing you could say to an editor. I think they did a really great job with Anna Ripley. I really do. I love her. I love to hate her.
Yes, absolutely.
So for my notes, Dr. Anna Ripley is working with Orthax to use vestiges for power supplies to be able to create more weapons, more guns. And then we see that Scanlan reunites with Kaylee and he does get really nervous, but he starts to drink a lot more because he also hears that, Vox Machina's friends are in trouble. He's nervous to talk to Kaylee. He's not sure what to do. This is completely out of his comfort zone. They're in another country. They're in Marquette, which is another place that Scanlan did want to go visit. So it's something off of his bucket list, at least. Seeing him reunite with Kaylee, and Kaylee finally gives him a chance, and he gets pissed drunk.
And he immediately fumbles it.
I feel bad for Scanlan with that because he is kind of trying, but he also...
The thing with Scanlan is that he does try. It's just he goes about things in the wrong way, but he is trying.
I also have that Vox Machina was arrested and was blamed for the murder of Asharu.
Yes.
Percy ended up taking the blame for the murder because he feels responsible for Ripley. If it wasn't for Percy inventing the pepper box, that Ripley would not have tried to replicate it. And then the whole thing with Orthax, that would not have ever been a thing. And it was just the domino effect. And so they try to turn Percy into one of those faceless kind of soldier things as punishment to, what are those called?
I think they said what they were called, but I did not catch it.
I didn't catch it either. So if you know in the leave it in the comments, please.
Yeah, let us know what those creatures are called.
And then I also have that Vox Machina's name was cleared because Scanlan runs into Vox Machina and they go back and he clears their name by using Myth Carver. And then we found out that Vox Machina is going to hell.
Literally.
Literally, to be able to get the armor, because that was actually fake and it was a decoy because they've run into Thordak before, which we have found out, and they know what Thordak is capable of, which was a really good call. So that's what I had kind of had for my notes.
I will start from the top and work my way down.
Go for it.
Again, I've brought this up many a time. If you've watched any of our other episodes with Anna Ripley, Ripley and Percy have the weirdest dynamic and it gives me the squigs. I hate it.
Squigs.
Squigs, yes. I don't know if that's a saying, but it's something that I say. It gives me the squigs. To me, when I watch this, I always get like a weird pseudo-sexual tension between Percy and Ripley, which freaks me out because one, I have no idea how old Ripley is supposed to be, but she's older than Percy because she was an adult when she attacked Whitestone with the Briarwood.
Percy's
so she has
23, right?
Percy's like mid-20s, which means that she has to be like 30s to 40s, if not older. Again, Meg and I have mentioned this many times. It is very hard to tell age in animation, especially when you're working with races that can live hundreds of years.
Early mid-40s.
She's double his age. Ripley, when she talks to Percy, there is like a weird underlying tension of like, it kind of reminds me not necessarily of Silas and Delilah, but in the same way of like, they're the only ones that understand each other. And Delilah was very much like, her husband was her person. Like Silas was her person. Percy is Ripley's person because Ripley is the type of intellectual where she never feels like she's met her match until Percy. Percy is the one that can complete her work and can complete her research. Very interesting parallel to Essek and Caleb in Mighty Nein, because Essek is a lot like Ripley in the beginning of like driven by ambition, blinded by selfishness, blinded by arrogance. And it's not until he meets Caleb and meets his match in Caleb that he realizes that there's more to the world than his own machinations or whatever. Essek is evil in the beginning. Essek starts out as like a neutral evil character, but changes into a good character through the growth of the show. Ripley never has that moment, but I want to say that in this season, there is like an opportunity for like Ripley to have been understood or to have potentially made the change and like proactively chose not to do it. I don't remember if there is, or maybe if I'm just wishing for the best or whatever, but Ripley is a very interesting villain, but her dynamic with Percy just gives me the shivers a little bit. We found out that she's upgraded Percy's design of the pepper box and has made her own version and wants to share her gifts. And this is something I brought up earlier, which is that she wants equality, is what she defined it as, in that she wants to put a weapon in the hands of everyone, rulers, the people, farmers, everyone, because then it's a free-for-all. Because if only certain people have access to weapons, it's not fair. She is technically right. However, it comes back to that whole, talk of gun control. This season deals a lot with gun control, which, need to talk about it. It comes back to that whole conversation about that of like, well, do you fight guns with guns or do you fight guns with gun reform and gun control? It tackles that topic where Percy is very much on the side of you fight guns with gun reform and gun control versus Ripley, who is you fight guns with guns. So it is a pretty poignant dynamic between the two of them and a conversation that bounces back and forth between them as the season progresses. We saw a really interesting moment that was such a mechanic thing that I made a note of it when Gilmore is disguised as a hand of Ord. Vax and Vex are inside investigating. There's that moment where they sneak away and it pans out and you see that they've been spotted. That is such a failed stealth check moment. It's so great to remind you that, like, oh yeah, things don't just work out perfectly because this is a D&D game. And sometimes you fail your stealth checks, or sometimes you fail a perception check to notice someone watching as you escape the building or whatever. For me, it was so easy to see how that is a mechanic of the game. I really liked it. I really enjoy that.
When Gilmore first went up to one of the other guards and he had to basically go persuasion.
Yeah, persuasion check.
Deception.
Persuasion or deception, depending on which is a better modifier for you. But usually they're the same because they're both charisma unless you have proficiency and or expertise in one. We learned about Cabal's Ruin, which is the cloak that Anna is currently wearing, which is a vestige of Divergence, which seems to reflect arcane things.
It's so cool.
Which is dope as fuck. It is the coolest vestige, in my opinion. I love the Deathwalker's Ward, don't get me wrong, but Cabal's Ruin is pretty fucking dope. It's got like a displacement feature. It's so cool. When they were in the sundries, like the Shabad's something sundries or whatever, there was a quick shot that I freaked out about, which is going to make it into the episode. I know it will, where I was talking about Fern's grandmother's house.
Ferns!
I just started, like, my brain broke. I forgot about that. There's like a birdhouse that's on a table that Grog is looking at, and it is a nod to Nana Mori's house. Nana Mori is Fern's grandmother, who is a hag, the hag Morrigan, who lives in the Feywild, who you'll meet in campaign 3. Ashley, in the actual campaign, her mother made her a model of Nana Mori's house, made a birdhouse out of it, and Ashley brought it to the show and showed it off in one of the episodes of The Bell's Hells, and it reminds me a lot of this birdhouse. But also, what was right next to it is a Taste of Taldore mug, which is also from campaign 3. They might do something with it in campaign 2 or even campaign 1. I don't know if it comes up in Vox Machina, but it definitely comes up in Bell's Hells, because the Bell's Hells go to a Taste of Taldore and get to participate in what is basically medieval times, but it's Taldore themed. We also heard Ronan Willingham, Travis and Laura's son, who was 4, 5. He's young. He's very young, doing the voice acting for the children that Grog talks to, which is just very sweet. I love that, because all of the children in this show, for the most part, are voiced by either Sam or Liam's children. Sam has 2 kids that are like preteen teenagers, and then Liam's kids are teenagers. So it's always fun to see children in the show, because I know that it's either Liam's kids or Sam's kids, but it's nice that Ronan got to hop in on that as well. We saw the party get caught by the hand of Ord. I made a note about Scanlan being torn between family and friends. It's the beginning of this major dynamic for him that he goes through in this season.
Well, because Vox Machina was his family up until he realized he had Kaylee, who is his biological daughter.
Yeah, who he has failed her whole life because
Yes.
he's a deadbeat. And like we said, to his credit, he is trying to be better, but
he also didn't know she existed.
To be fair, he didn't know she existed, but he just fucked and ran, not caring of the consequences. There's jokes all the time that Scanlan could have a dozen other kids out there who just never found him.
Easily.
Kaylee is the big one. So there's that. We had Scanlan saving the day again. It kind of reminds me of that scene in the very first season when they get in episode 3 where they're like fighting Silas and Delilah, and then Scanlan comes out and he's like, they were loving me. And then they get arrested and he's like, what the fuck? Like, it reminds me of one of those where like Vox Machina is just off to shit and then Scanlan shows up at the end. It reminded me of that scene. And then the most important note of this whole episode is that at the end, we learn from Jamansa Ord that the party has to travel to the Hells of Despath. Very specifically, they have to talk to Xerxes Illarez, who Megan doesn't know, but I know. Xerxes Illarez is a character from Calamity, EXU Calamity. I would like to make Megan watch Calamity, but if we're going to do it, we have to dedicate time to it because it's really, like, Calamity is quite long. Even though it's only 4 episodes, it's still like 20 to 25 hours worth of content. That was the last note that I had. I just had to bring up Xerxes because how the fuck could I not? Meg, are you ready to sign off here for the night and go watch the next one?
I am.
All right. Well, without any further ado, guys, thank you so much for joining us. You guys can check us out also on Patreon. The link is down below in our bio and also on our channel if you are interested in seeing what we do on Patreon as well. You guys can check us out on Arcane coming out on Fridays. And when Meg and I finish up Arcane and Vox Machina, we will only be doing the Mighty Nein because Meg and I, we still don't know at this point in time as the time of recording, we still don't know how many episodes are going to come out per week. So we're planning for 2. If 2 come out per week, Meg and I will probably each take an episode so that we can edit them and get them out by week. If the first episode comes out Thursday, we're hoping to have it up by Friday or Saturday, depending on, time allowing. Meg and I are hoping to have that. And then once that is over, I think we're going to slide straight into Vox Machina.
Yeah, we should be done by that point.
Yeah, Vox Machina is usually in January, so January or February. We don't have a release date yet, but Critical Role is going to be at Comic-Con next week for us because I will be seeing them in New York, and then they're going to New York Comic-Con, and they're doing a Mighty Nein Vox Machina panel, so I am assuming they will announce release date for Vox Machina, trailer for Mighty Nein, trailer for Vox Machina, and maybe how many episodes. I would imagine that's when they're going to drop the episode count. And also, Campaign 4 starts this week. As of the time of recording, Campaign 4 starts. So you guys should have already seen Campaign 4. And me watching this retroactively in the past or in the future will have seen it. But as of right now, I haven't seen it yet, but I'm very excited for it. It's going to be super fun. Meg and I will sign off here for the night, and we'll check you guys out in the next one. Bye!
Bye!